1 second. Hello?
Adam!
No?
Go yourself.
What's going on, you guys? Episode 2 of Wrestling Stuff here, where we look at the lighter side, or just the more enjoyable side of wrestling. My name is Rob. I'm a staff writer with Wrestling Junkie. That's part of USA Today Sports. And we're here to talk a little bit about what's been going on the past couple of days, because it's been pretty busy. As you probably saw, Adam Copeland debuted at WrestleDream the other day, and he made his subsequent AEW Dynamite appearance on Wednesday, where he closed the show with a promo, a very passionate, emotional promo, and he ended up calling out Christian Cage. He had this very passionate promo about wanting to be tag team partners once again with him, closing out their careers, retiring. Maybe it will happen one day, but no, it did not happen that way, because Christian laid out a good old-fashioned go F yourself. Probably I'd say the pinnacle of all the great stuff Christian has been doing as a heel this year. To me, right now, some of the best work of his career, no doubt about it. And no matter where this program goes with Copeland, this is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, can only imagine what they're going to do. There's a story you can flesh out here where they're enemies and they work together as partners down the line, and then they have one big payoff match at some point that could be as emotional as like the Cody Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes matchup from, was it 3-4 years ago? So if you get something along those lines, there's a lot of potential to work with here. I mean, first off, it's going to take with Copeland going through probably Luchasaurus and then Nick Wayne and whoever else before getting to Christian. But I mean, there's sky's the limit to this, and it could be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for it. So another return that happened was Wardlow on the recent episode of Dynamite. I mean, he didn't show up on AEW for 4 months, no reason given. So he came back, he destroyed Griff Garrison. Oh my god, he obliterated him. Didn't even result in a pinfall because the referee stopped it because he was just kicking the absolute crap out of Garrison. What that means for Wardlow, I have no idea, but he got a nice little pop from the crowd. They were chanting his name like Goldberg. I mean, AEW's had a lot of those powerhouse guys come through, and they're for the most part still around, but they haven't done a lot with them. So maybe this is a sign of something for Wardlow. Maybe we're building him into something here, and I loved what he did with his feud with MJF when they broke apart last year, and he's owed a world title match. So if MJF gets past Jay White, maybe we get something here, and I'd be excited for it. I think there's a nice built-in story. You'd have to work to it again because it's been a little while, and MJF has kind of moved on to doing other things, especially if maybe Wardlow becomes a heel now too. So maybe there's some things to work with. But if you get a Wardlow MJF thing down the line, I'd be down for it. I'm sure a lot of other people will be down for it because, like I said, there is something to work with. So, TBS audio issues aside, that Cole and Roddy segment was hilarious, and I'm very glad that Cole is, at least for now, doing these pre-taped vignettes with Roddy. Gives him something to do, keeps some of that MJF stuff alive, even though MJF can't have him around on TV. And I know people are still thinking, oh, is this injury or work? Is this injury or work? I still don't think so. I'd be very surprised. It'd be a very elaborate one, too, even though they're saying he's putting off surgery in the segment, but I don't know about that. Timeless Toni Storm. Now, Timeless Toni Storm, so that's her new name now, apparently, that got created in this interview she had with RJ City on Dynamite, and everything she's been doing is just awesome. She's basically like her gimmick's like a modern-day Marilyn Monroe. It's fun. It's different. It's the most standout thing in that AEW women's division that hasn't gotten a lot of love. But not sure what it's going to eventually lead to because she already tried for the women's title and it didn't work out. Maybe she eventually goes for the TBS championship and wins that. Because, I mean, Toni Storm has been a title holder in AEW, but not like this, not at her I can't even say arguably. This is probably the peak of where she's been at, or the best moment of her AEW career so far. She's over. I'd love to see more here. Maybe we get her and Julia Hart when Julia Hart comes back, because she's another one that's just been outstanding. So LA Knight, I mean, it's no secret by now that he's getting the pops of his life. every single show he appears at. And then he missed one show because he was out with COVID. And I mean, when he came back and he came in to save Cena and become his partner against Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso for Fastlane, it was like, whew, that's Attitude Era level pops. Stuff that Stone Cold and The Rock were getting. And it's not even an exaggeration, I don't think, at this point. The man is over. The man is money. And he's just continuing to go up. Where he peaks at, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because he's on SmackDown. He's not getting the title from Roman Reigns anytime soon. If he was around on Raw for the World Heavyweight title, maybe. But either way, though, that guy is over. Right now, he doesn't need a title. But there is a story eventually to tell of him going for a top title. So Mercedes Moné appeared in the crowd at All In, and she hasn't been seen since, probably because she's rehabbing an ankle injury, and there's also apparently no official confirmation that she's signed with AEW yet. But she said on a recent live stream, though, that she is kind of, sort of, maybe open to appearing at Full Gear on November 18th in Inglewood, California. But she, of course, didn't spoil it, so I mean, can't blame her. I mean, she's not going to come out and straight up say it, but it would be fun if she showed up. I mean, it seems inevitable at this point. I think it's going to happen, just a matter of if and when it does, it's going to have the same kind of impact that Adam Copeland has. And if Moné pops up in AEW, I think the same could go for that too. There's a lot of potential there, and if they lock her in for a contract, it could be a very big end of the year or going into 2024 with some new faces around to give AEW a needed push in the right direction. And last but not least, Samoa Joe is back. Oh, did you see that promo on Dynamite where he called out MJF and everyone else in AEW? Ooh, I can't wait for him to come back. He's one of my favorite wrestlers to follow over the years. Whatever he does, whether it's going back for the AEW title or something else, I'm intrigued. I'm always intrigued what he does because everything he does feels like a big money program. So that will do it for this latest edition of Wrestling Stuff. My name is Rob. You can go subscribe and follow me at the stuff below here in the comment section, and we'll see you soon.